Hello, everyone. It's Lisa Jeanette, and this is Once Upon a Wednesday, and I am so excited about tonight. A wonderful Wednesday to you, Artie Grimes, and guten Abend, Beck and Tim, and James Stevens. So good, always to see you. Andy S. Hello, hello. Now I gotta sound good because I told you I sound good, right, Andy? I gotta really sound good. Mandolin, you are a lifesaver. You made this so easy for me, having Phil Hogg on today, which is a special guest. So I'm going to open it up. We're celebrating Pride Month. We're celebrating Juneteenth. We are commemorating Gun Violence Awareness Month, and it's also African American Appreciation Month or Black Music Appreciation Month. African American Music Appreciation Month. Yes. Hello, hello. All right, so in honor of Juneteenth, and we'll talk more about that later, but my first song is going to be Copper Lips. They call me Lady Liberty. It just rolls off the tongue of the people that are already free. But I had a much grander mission, to honor all the souls that enabled abolition. I hold my torch and it lights up the sky, and many people believe they've climbed up that high. Just like many believe that all Americans are free, as if they have copper ears that do not hear, or copper eyes that do not see. I was born to celebrate the end of slavery, but somehow I got lost in history. At my feet lie the shackles that were broken, but my copper lips are sealed and I can't say the words that should be spoken. There are two kinds of original sin. One comes from the garden and the other the plantation. Does the Lord care about the color of your skin as he bathes you in clean water and grants you absolution? I welcome all my fellow immigrants because I know too well how this shoreline can strip you of your innocence. Has no one stolen your birthright or robbed you of your dignity? Well, just climb up in my head and see only what you want to see. I was born to celebrate the end of slavery, but somehow I got lost in history. At my feet lie the shackles that were broken, but my copper lips are sealed and I can't say the words that should be spoken. 20 years after the Civil War, nobody wanted to remember or talk about it anymore. But souls beaten have scars that everlast, and silence and ignorance keep us shackled to our past. I was born to celebrate the end of slavery, but somehow I got lost in history. At my feet lie the shackles that were broken, but my copper lips are sealed and I can't say the words that should be spoken. That is called Copper Lips, and it is about the story of how the Statue of Liberty at one point was supposed to be a dedication to abolition and the end of slavery in the United States. And then they decided not to do that. And all that's left of that vision are the shackles at the bottom of her feet. If you look at the Statue of Liberty, there are shackles at the bottom of her feet, broken shackles. But originally, she was supposed to have broken shackles in her hand. The really good news about this song is just the other day, after it was that, oh, happy Juneteenth, Nancy Chestnut on Facebook. Hey, my cousin Diana is here. Hey, Dither Master, thank you. Thanks for all the love. Um, yeah, Music Goes Educate. I'm really excited because it was just after the van show, I got a message from the person that I've been like really hoping would do the spoken word on Copper Lips, and it is Ruth Naomi. Oh my gosh, I'm like blanking. Oh my gosh, where's my phone? Ruth Naomi Floyd. Thank you. My mind. And she is a wonderful jazz vocalist. She is an activist. Her father was a very famous activist. There's a street named after him, Melvin Floyd, in Philadelphia. I love that she's Philly based. I love that her voice is just like so just beautiful and just the right voice. I'm very excited about it, and she's so lovely. She left me this voicemail and saying like, I'll help out in any way you can, any way you need, and she's just so giving and generous, and I'm very excited about that. The song's going to be really cool. Even what the band did with it, it's just it blows me away. So I can't wait for you to hear it. I know one of these times I should play. It's hard for me to play something on here. I have to figure out how to do it. Because the way we're hooked into the sound system, I have to ask Rich. Rich would know. Rich would know how to do it. But yeah, so I'm going to keep going. And the next song I'm going to do is one of the new ones as well. And it's called Bentley Watch the Snowfall. Bentley watched the snow fall, then he watched it closer, captured all the snowflakes on a photographic coaster. No one else took notice, they only saw the snow drift like a grain of sand melting in your hand. He took a microscopic photo, then he took another. Every image taken was different than the other. Each snowflake made changes on its journey through the cloudland. Dainty hieroglyphics melting on a child's hand. Seasons changed to summer. Bentley studied rainfall, measuring the droplets, a modern Aristotle. Sometimes rain are snowflakes, melting as the sky breaks. A voyage through the earth stone, a sentimental flight home. Since I was a child, I've always been beguiled. I hope it's gonna snow. Blankets soft and white, earth appearing bright. I hope it's gonna snow. No two are the same. It's something we can claim. Since Bentley watched the snow fall, Bentley watched the snow fall. That is called Bentley Watched the Snow Fall. And we have Phil Hogg in the wings, which I'm very excited about. Next, in honor of Gun Violence Awareness Month, I'm going to play a song, Hi T, Hi Sister T, T-Bird. Oh, nice shirt.
Ignore me, you just need a little more piano.
Oh, I need a little more piano, he says. I wrote this song about the Parkland shooting, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. And what happened was, I was thinking every time they say, remember their names. And in honor of Gun Violence Awareness Month, I thought this would be an appropriate song to sing. But we never remember their names. So I wrote the song so I could remember some names. These aren't all of the names. Hello, Kathleen. Thank you for joining from Albuquerque, did you say? Wow. You're not the furthest from me. That would probably be Phil and mandolin. So this is called Money for Blood. I never sing this song. It's just so, it breaks my heart. And but I gotta do what I gotta do. Money for Blood. We are taught to raise our hands and run away. We all know that that can happen any day. We all know the drill that makes us ill, the drill that puts holes in our plans. We are children learning just how to get by, knowing that at any moment we can die at the hands of someone buying a gun legally, just to haunt me. It's not the fault of a child going to school. It's not the fault of a mentally ill and dangerous fool. It's not the fault that our prayers just aren't strong enough. It's the fool on the hill taking money for blood. Nicholas had swum right into UND. He swam so well he would be going there for free. Now we're swimming in what might have been for him and what will never be. Alyssa always kept her eye upon the ball. Playing soccer made her feel so strong and tall. She was creative, she could write like no other, and all she had to offer the world was love. It's not the fault of a child going to school. It's not the fault of a mentally ill and dangerous fool. It's not the fault that our prayers just aren't strong enough. It's the fool on the hill taking money for blood. Peter was so brave to join the ROTC, spending weekends learning how to protect me. It didn't have to come to such an end, laying down his young life for his friend. Cheetah joined the Winter Guard and watched guns fly, never knowing by a rifle she would die. She brightened every room, put colors on display, but today is a colorless day. It's not the fault of a child going to school. It's not the fault of a mentally ill and dangerous fool. It's not the fault of that our prayers just aren't strong enough. It's the fool on the hill taking money for blood. Scott taught geography, all the places that you'll go. Now for some, they're places they will never know. Somewhere in the din, a child takes it in and cries, I am alive, Because of him, Aaron, our football coach, became a human shield. Died as he lived, left it all out on the field. We can only say that heroes died today, and we need heroes. We need heroes here. It's not the fault of a child going to school. It's not the fault of a mentally ill and dangerous fool. It's not the fault that our prayers just aren't strong enough. It's the fool on the hill taking money for blood. That is called, thank you, Andy. Thank you, Artie. Thank you, everyone. That is called Money for Blood. There's a YouTube video, and interspersed on some images are how much money our Congress people take from the gun lobbyists. Okay, now, this is very exciting. All the way from Newcastle, all the way from Newcastle upon Tyne, where he's visiting. Let's welcome Phil Hogg. Hello.
Hello.
So great
Hi.
that you're here.
It's so exciting and you know, just yeah, it's amazing. How brilliant to be effectively in the same room. I'm so happy to be here and to meet everyone. Familiar names in the chat.
Yeah.
Can you hear me all right?
I'm sorry, what?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you pretty good, yeah.
Great.
Actually, I'm going to turn the volume on my PC up a little bit because
that was an incredible song, Lisa.
Why, thank you. Thank you so much.
Goodness me.
Yeah, it's hard to sing. It's just that, you know, it's they're real people, and I think that's, you know, you get to be like desensitized when you just hear thing after thing, and you know, it's my way of sensitizing myself again. Welcome, Phil. You're getting some welcomes in here. So you're going to sing a song for us.
To be here in your room, Lisa.
You know, it never ceases to amaze me that you can be like around the other side of the globe and we can connect like this. It's just so special, and I feel it's precious. So I feel very lucky that you're here, and very lucky that you agreed to do this. I'm honored. And I think you're going to sing a song, and then I think it's going to be an original, and then we're going to talk a little bit, and then you're going to sing another song that may not be an original.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
I should probably just mention that it's coming up 1 a.m. In Newcastle here, and in the whole of England. In fact, no time zone differences. We're all coming up 1 o'clock here. So I'm going to. You might know, Lisa knows that really I play the piano, and I'm actually sat at the piano. But I think my dad is upstairs, but I don't think he really minds. But I know our neighbours are. They've got quite a big day tomorrow. One of them is kind of got like a hospital thing going on tomorrow. So I tonight of all nights, I shouldn't really disturb. So I'm not going to play the piano, but it is here. Just to prove it is, here's one note.
We believe you.
But I'm going to attempt to play the guitar. And so I thought I'd start with this song. It's sort of a little bit of a work still in progress, or the last section where I say what I would like. I keep changing what I want to be or what I like. It's very rare that I write a song about myself, but this one kind of is. So I thought it was a sort of introduction to everyone. Seeing I'm meeting people, most people, sort of for the first time, but then I feel I know everyone already through the amazing community of chatters on your show, and of course, very much on Vance's show.
Yes, absolutely. So what is the title of the song?
So it's called Rainbringer.
Rainbringer.
So whatever else I am definitely the rain bringer. It just always happens. So if you need rain, invite me. If you don't want rain, then just don't invite me. Okay, it goes something like this. I am a rain bringer, but I'm not a gloom bringer. I'm trying to get in tune with you. I want to keep your spirits high. There's something I can do for you with a piano and a room for you. Want to go up to the moon with you. We can do it if we try. Some people might say this is you, this is your time of year. You have to get used to that heavy cloud. But I don't like to think that it always has to be sunny. We can make our own light here on the ground. They say that I'm a rain bringer. I want to be a joy bringer. I want to be a choir singer. I want to be a joining. Don't want to be a sleepwalker or only a smooth talker. I want to be a chance taker. I want to be a dream maker, not only a rain bringer. And anyway, we need the rain. I am a rain bringer, but I'm not a gloom bringer. Try to get in tune with you. Want to keep your spirits high.
Wow, that was wonderful. And sorry, I was trying to find the solo layout so that we could get the whole picture of you. So I'm sorry if that distracted all, but wow.
No. Yeah, I'm in my den here, my den of musical instruments. Well, just like you, Lisa, actually, surrounded by percussion and all sorts.
Yeah. So I have so many questions, and we're not going to cover all the questions that I have tonight. But one thing I wanted to just talk about, kind of like where you're from and where you are right now, and so I added this little map.
Fantastic!
Because
amazing.
You were born in Newcastle upon Tyne, which sounds like a Shakespearean town.
Oh, that's a very nice impression. It's probably nothing like you're thinking there. It's kind of known as an industrial town. I mean, now it's kind of post-industrial, but coal mining and shipbuilding is what it was built on.
Is this what it looks like?
It totally is. In the summer as well. I think they've maybe doctored those pictures a little bit to make it look like it's sunny, because I don't know when that was taken.
It's not usually sunny.
Yeah, mixed. Not. I mean, that looks a bit different because.
So this is where, this is Newcastle.
Yes, it is.
And this is where you were born?
Sorry?
You were born in Newcastle?
Yes, I was. Yeah, I was born here, which makes me a Geordie.
I don't even know what that is. Mandolin sent me all of these notes about you, and half of it was like a different language to me. I was just like, I don't know what all this is. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so then, but you moved to, and I'm not going to say it right, Totnes?
Just Totnes.
Totnes.
Just look how it looks, Totnes. Yes, look at that as well. God, this is fabulous. These places look, I must say, they look absolutely at their best in these photos. Very well chosen.
Which boat should we steal?
Yeah, sail off down the River Dart. That is, it's a beautiful river. It's a very.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
It
looks absolutely gorgeous. So do you
Very
live
large.
there now and you're just visiting Newcastle, or did you move back to Newcastle?
No, that's correct. I live in Totnes, but
Totnes.
my family are mostly still in Newcastle, and in particular my dad, who is sort of taking a little bit of looking after it just at the moment, and so that's why I'm popping up and down quite
Oh,
so often.
wow.
Yeah,
So this is like a 7+ hour drive to get
yeah, 9 hours really.
9 hours. Wow,
Mhm.
wow. That's incredible. Yeah, I was so interested when you first told me where you're from. I looked it up, and then when you told me where you're going to
That's
be, I'm
so
like, wow, that's a
kind.
large distance.
That's so
Um,
kind of you. And
so
then I'm in
so
London
things
also.
I didn't know about you.
Go on.
One that some of your favorite musicians are Tom Waits and Laura Nyro.
That's probably true. Yeah, yeah. If I mean,
Oh,
it's impossible to say who your favorites are, but those two are kind of really
up
special.
on the list. Is there anyone else that you would say is up on the list?
Oh, I mean, the thing about those two is that I can go to them and they never let me down. I feel either of those two artists, I can listen to them if I need a pickup, if I need inspiration, if I need a kind of calming down. They never let me down. Like
Wow.
really 100%. I'm always really energized or amazed or inspired by their
Yeah.
songs. So it's
Laura
probably
Nyro is
a good
incredible.
call.
I've never really delved into Tom Waits much, but Laura Nyro, I love her music.
Yeah.
Um, so you have I always say, because I've had different jobs along the way, I have a checkered past. You sort of have this like chessboard past where you seem to have done so many things. You've led workshops in Japan. You sang in a choir that backed Bobby McFerrin. Um,
Yes, goodness. I mean, that was unforgettable. That I don't even know how that came to be, but it just sort of sometimes things happen to you and you're kind of swept up in something and you're not even sure how you got there. So singing on
wow,
stage at the Royal Festival Hall as kind of Bobby McFerrin's backing band
that
was
is
yeah,
wild. Yeah,
totally. I think at the time I didn't even realize quite how spectacularly special that was. And I know he works, he's a fabulous improviser and he can work. I think in the little email exchange we had, Lisa, you were mentioning about um, working with other musicians and kind of
yes.
uh, and Bobby McFerrin is totally, the role model for that. The way he can work with a crowd,
Yo-Yo
an audience,
Ma,
with other
and
people on the
such
stage.
a wide range of artists that he's worked with.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yes, I wanted to talk about your collaboration. So I see so many videos, and it just on YouTube where it just looks like some people showed up at your house, and there's a violin and some other instrument, and you're just playing and singing songs, and I just like that is actually my image of how things are in England. Like that's like that. I always feel like I would love to be in that circle. My whole family is musical, but we never played together. We all played isolated in our little,
Right.
we didn't never play together much. Um, and I love that you're so collaborative, and I want you to just
Mm.
talk about that a little bit. Like,
Mm.
how did you get this way?
Yeah, how did I get that way? I mean, I think you're right. In fact, I've just seen some lovely people in the chat, that I recognize from Vance and from you, but also from Daily Antidote Song and various other things. And I've just seen songs from the Rua Room pop into the chat there. So hi to you and to everyone. But I think Adohi, who is Songs from the Rua Room, would probably agree with me that well, he's from Ireland, and I think that's perhaps the ultimate place of this kind of music making that you're talking about, that just sort of happens without a big fuss, and you can stumble upon it, and it's really the quality of the music making is really high, but at the same time somehow it's open for all comers. And I think so. I think you probably are right that in England that it does happen. It still happens. It happens here in Newcastle. It definitely happens in Totnes. Um, And it's, yeah, I think it is quite a special thing that probably we don't appreciate enough.
And I think, you know, I read one time, I was reading a story about Madonna, and she was married to that Irish filmmaker that I don't remember the name of right now, but he would go to like the taverns, what are they called there, pubs, or
Yeah, yeah.
and they would all play music, and she would like lay down and just like, oh God, I can't wait till this is over. And I always thought like, I would love to be in that room, you know, like she was not into the whole, like, it seemed
Really?
from this article, it seemed that way.
Right.
You know, you never
Well,
know what
that's
really
different
happened,
kinds of
but
musicians for
I
you.
think
You know, some go like solo. You know, they want to be in the front. They want to be leading the
true, but I would just love to be a fly on the wall. And then you play the penny whistle.
Oh, well, yeah, not terribly well. Really, that's totally my backup instrument. I do always carry it around with me, just in case. Yeah,
Yeah, I love the penny whistle. One of my favorite memories is actually when I went to Italy, in Rome. We were at the Trevi Fountain, and there were this group of guys, and they were playing I'd Rather Be a Hammer Than a Nail, and the guy was doing it on penny whistle. It was just like such a romantic moment in my life that I'll never forget it. And then gypsies swarmed in, and they're all playing accordion and everything else. And it's one of those things where it's just like, I felt like I was in a movie. So penny whistle, I love that some people, you know, that people can play that and do it well.
Yeah, it's an amazing instrument. Yeah.
So, gosh, I could ask you like a million different questions because you have so many unique, and you taught special education.
Yeah, that's the bulk of my, you know, my day job really.
Wow. Honestly, there was one time when I was in music school and I was talking to someone said, he does special ed, ask him about it. And I asked this guy about it, and he said, it's a job where you burn out very easily. And then I was like, that's not for me. I burn out very easily. So I think it's a very tough job, and I respect anybody that does that work. I think that's amazing.
Yeah, I think there's an element of truth in that. It's easy to burn out. But at the same time, the other side of the coin is it's really inspiring. And when you put that question to me in our email exchange about perhaps where did you learn to collaborate, or to find it easier to kind of operate as a kind of collaboration, my instant first response to that would be from the young people in school and in the different projects. Yeah, totally. That broke down all my barriers, and you don't have a choice. You just have to play, and in a sense, you don't judge it because they're not judging in the way we do as kind of adults, perhaps. It's just very in the moment playing and full of joy and expression and miraculous happenings, really. So that's my number one thing. There's lots of influence that brought me to the musician that that I kind of am, but that might be the biggest of all, working with those young people, because it's just so live.
Wow, I think that's wonderful, and wow, I just love that you do that. The more Mandolin sent me, the more information she sent me, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't deserve this person in my life. It's just like,
no, not at all. You're the amazing one.
All of your traveling and international, including you were right across the river in Camden visiting Walt Whitman's house. I saw that on YouTube. When was that?
Yeah, that was brilliant. Again, that was totally not planned. I was on a bit of a road trip in the States, which is amazing. So watch out. I'm going to come and visit you all one of these days. And please all come here as well.
I would love that even more.
Really. It's only a few hours. We're really neighbors.
Yes, we are. No, I saw that you were in Camden, and I was like, holy cow, like, that's right across the river. I mean, I'm very close to there.
That's amazing. Wow.
And I grew up in Philadelphia, so I was even closer where I was growing up was right across the bridge. So,
It was a surprise to find Walt Whitman living there.
I knew he did. I've never been to that house, and now I feel ashamed. I'm like, wow, I need to go there and visit. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you checked out the Camden Aquarium, but they have a really cool aquarium there as well.
Oh.
They don't call it the Camden Aquarium anymore; they call it something else. But yeah, it's very cool. And yes, that was Guy Ritchie. Thank you to the master. So you have another song for us?
Yeah. So I thought, seeing I'm in the northeast of England, I might sing, and and I'm in England, and I think probably all of you are in not England anyway, maybe North America mostly, I think. So I thought maybe it would be fun to sing you an English kind of folky song. And this one is very famous. I mean, in a way, it's not a folk song because we know who wrote it. It was written sometime in the 1800s about a kind of annual event here in Newcastle upon Tyne called the Blaydon Races. So it was yes, come on, Julian and Lisa, let's go. Totally.
All right, Julian.
I'm going to say it right. I reckon it's going to happen. So the Blaydon Races was a horse race. It actually still happens, and it happens. Well, you'll hear the date in the song. In the first line of the song, it tells you when the race happens. Now it's actually a human race, road runners.
Oh wow!
But in the past, it was a horse race, and I think it was quite rowdy and kind of a kind of dangerous thing to go and see. Anyway, it's immortalized in this song, which is probably like the Geordie. So that's if you come from Newcastle, the Geordie national anthem. So I've kind of done a piano arrangement of it, which I'm a little bit reluctant to show to anybody in the Northeast because it's almost like a holy relic. The Blaydon Races. They sing it at the football matches. They it's but it's always done kind of up tempo as a kind of almost like a drinking kind of rowdy song. And I thought it doesn't have to be like that. So
very cool. I gotta ask. So Geordie, is that like the team there, or is it the neighborhood?
It's just if you come from Newcastle, you're known as a Geordie, and nobody really knows why. But if you're born here, then you're a Geordie.
Interesting. So I'm from Kensington in Philadelphia, which is kind of like a rough and tumble neighborhood. And I know it's called Kensington. And, when I went to London and saw what Kensington's like there, much different. much, much different. It's a factory town. And so we call each other Kenzos, but it's not meant to be like flattering. It's not meant to be flattering. But yeah, I would love to hear the song.
Okay. So this is a kind of... I'll skip the piano accompaniment just because of the lateness of the hour and everything. But I've altered the tune a little bit as well. But it goes something like this. I went to Blaydon Races. 'Twas on the 9th of June, 2024, on a summer's afternoon. We took the bus from Bounbras. She was heavy laden. Away we went along Collingwood Street, that's on the road to Blaydon. Oh, me lads, you should have seen us ganning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lassies there, all with smiling faces, ganning along the Scotswood Road to see the Blaydon Races. We flew past Armstrong's factory and up to the Robin Adair. Just ganning down to the railway bridge, the bus wheel flew off there. The lasses lost their crinolines and the veils that hide their faces. I got 2 black eyes and a broken nose in ganning to Blaydon Races. This is kind of the chorus. Oh, me lads, you should have seen us ganning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, ganning along the Scotswood Road to see the Blaydon Races. Now when we got the wheel back on, away we went again. But them that had their noses broke, they went back our yem. Some went to the dispensary, and some to Dr. Gibbs, and some to the infirmary to mend their broken ribs. The rain it poured down all the day and made the ground quite muddy. Coffee Johnny had a white hat on, he yelled, who stole the cuddy? There were spice stores and monkey shows, and all wives selling ciders. And the chap on the halfpenny roundabout shouting, any more lads for riders? Any more riders? Oh, me lads, you should have seen us scanning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lassies there, and all with smiling faces, ganning along the Scotswood Road to see the Bladen races.
Yeah, that is awesome. I can understand why you say it's dangerous to go. It sounds a little rough and tumble, like where I grew up.
Yeah, rough and tumble. I think it was banned in the end.
Oh wow! Oh wow! That's really what a fun song.
Oh, thanks for the applause. Wow, that's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, this is such a great audience, and a lot of them are the Vance fans, and you know a lot of these people.
Yeah. I know.
Which
This
is
is so
awesome.
special to. I just want to meet everybody now. I want to see everyone.
I know. I almost
So-
think I could have 10 people on here. I'm almost thinking like
Yeah.
we should do our own, like, just, I don't know,
Yeah.
talking show or whatever. But I think, sometime maybe we do something during the day on a weekend or something where you could be more free. Maybe we plan that sometime, because I think your piano playing is just so beautiful, and your voice is just, it's such a gift. And I'm so grateful that you agreed to do this. I'm so grateful that we can have this kind of interaction.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I'm a night owl anyway, as everyone knows.
That's my
Between
husband.
you and Vance, it's like, you're really keeping me up late, but I don't mind it at all.
My husband usually goes to bed when I'm waking up. Yeah, that's kind of how that works.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh, that's so fun that Kathleen, your friend Kathleen, her father works in Philly, and she's from Philadelphia.
Look at
Worked in
that.
Kensington even.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, I lived in one of the row homes. The row homes were built around the factories for the factory workers. So they were very bare bones. We had one bathroom, 9 children. So it's crazy living, crazy living. Oh yeah, Stetson. James Stevens. Yeah, there's a couple of Kenzos on here actually.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Whatever you talk about as people with the experience, it's fabulous.
What's that? The Gordies. Oh, songs from the Row Room. Thank you for joining. It's really great to have these people. Lisa Barker, I think she might be one of your people.
Yeah, Lisa. That's really lovely to see Lisa.
That's so nice. And Kathleen, and there's a couple that came. So thank you for coming and checking this out. And
Pleasure.
Mandolin, I gotta really thank Mandolin, because she gave me all the interesting facts about you, and I didn't even cover a third of it. It's just, you've had it so far an amazing life, and I hope it continues to be as amazing as it's been, because sheesh,
thank you.
You've done so many wonderful things, and you're doing just so many wonderful things in the world, and so grateful for that. So thank you.
Well, thank you too, and thanks for your songs. I was saying they're in my head now.
Oh, thank you.
I walk around singing the song of the jellyfish. Oh, last thing, I should show you this. I got these today. What do you think of these? These instantly made me think of Lisa. Why do you think?
Jellyfish Nebula. Oh, you mentioned that. Is that a
Yeah, but isn't it brilliant packaging?
I love it. And is it music?
It's beer.
Oh, it's beer. That's right. You told me it was beer. Yes, Jellyfish Nebula beer. Well, one day we are going to have a Jellyfish Nebula beer. I only drink beer with seafood, so we'll have to find seafood, fish and chips or something. But yeah, Jellyfish Nebula beer would be our drink when we get together.
Brilliant. I'll bring it with me.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry to
Well,
take up
the
lots
show's
of
still going
time.
on, but thank you,
We want to
Phil.
hear your songs now. So
Okay, yeah, I'm going to do some of my stuff.
brilliant.
So thanks, Phil.
Thanks so much. Have a great night, everyone.
You too.
See you
Bye.
next time.
Wow, what a treat. Just like, and this was your idea, chat. I don't know who suggested it, but it was such a great idea. And yeah, Mandolin, you really came through for me because I was like, whew, this is a lot. I think I should go into the next part, which is a little bit about the theme, and then we'll bring Rich back in a little bit, but a little bit about the theme and some cover song sing-alongs, things that I'm not completely ready for, but we'll try it. So it's Juneteenth. And in case you're wondering, Juneteenth is when Texas finally got the message that slavery was not a thing anymore. Oh, so nice to have you, Phil. Oh my gosh, I feel so lucky. So I did put a little timeline in there. And me, I'm like one of those don't know much about history people. So it was April 1861 that the Civil War began. It was January 1863 when the Emancipation Proclamation was signed issued by President Abraham Lincoln. It was April 1865 when Robert E. Lee finally surrendered. And it was June 1865, so a couple months later, when Texas finally got the news, and so the Union troops went in and enforced the law that slavery was not a thing anymore. So yes, happy Juneteenth. Hey, Dr. Toole, so happy to see you here. So that's part of the theme of tonight, and also it's Black Music Appreciation Month, or African American Music Appreciation Month, and that was something President Jimmy Carter started in 1979. So June is known for that. It's also Pride Month, so happy Pride. And that was a program that Bill Clinton started in 1999. And then in 2009, President Barack Obama expanded it to be LGBT Pride and not just gay and lesbian Pride. So, so yeah, happy all of these things. And now the cover song sing along. So in honor of African American Appreciation Month, African American Music Appreciation Month, this is a lot. June is a lot. Yes, I would love to get Phil back here. And yeah, he does Phil does a lot. Every man is called Rich in my, in my world. They just all get Rich. And then Rich sometimes gets other names. Phil is on YouTube. He does a live stream. Look him up. I think it's Phil Hogg Music. You can put the link in there if you have it, but I think it's Phil Hogg Music on YouTube, and you'll find him. And he does some amazing live streams. And like I said, sometimes it's YouTubing just some people that showed up at his house. They're playing music and it's amazing. It's just so interesting to watch. So check that out. Let's see. So what's going on? I got to figure out what key I was doing this in. All right, maybe I'll do it in that key. Okay. Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today.
lines, picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Mother, mother, everybody thinks we're wrong. Who are they to judge us simply 'cause our hair is long? You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket lines, picket signs, don't cover me with brutality. Talk to me and you will see what's going on. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
I can't simulate that really cool street rhythm production on that song. That is just amazing. I just love that song. I see some people are also very are Marvin Gaye fans, and also oh wow, thank you. Oh, from Belgium. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Belgium. Oh, what I know about Belgium. So not much, but what I love is I am very much into Agatha Christie novels, even though there is like some misogyny and racism and things in them that you have to kind of just ignore. Not a ton, but there is some in there that's just like, it makes me cringe, but I love the mysteries and I love Poirot. Poirot is one of her detectives. She's so prolific. She has so many, but Poirot speaks French and he has a French accent and everybody thinks he's French. And they're always like, oh, well, you know, you're French. And he was like, no, I am Belgian. And like, it's like this theme that goes on in all her novels where people are assuming he's French and he's always like, I'm Belgian. And I just love that. I just think it's great. Okay, so in the sphere of, and this was a little bit celebrating Juneteenth, what's going on, because that was a politically important song. It was a very important song. And also, I did look up that Marvin Gaye was inspired by stories that his brother told him when he came back from Vietnam. And that's kind of where the beginning of that piece, that song started. And he wanted to make a statement about kind of what he felt about that. And this is so relevant to what's going on today too. It's still going on, unfortunately. And yeah, Agatha Christie lived at Greenway House just outside of Totnes. Oh my gosh, I love that. I also read a novel about Agatha Christie and she apparently disappeared for a bit. And there was a novel written about like what might have happened. And I just love that. Oh yeah, so Songs from the Rua Room, Daffy, I'm not sure I'm saying that right, but Daffy has a YouTube channel as well, Songs from the Rua Room, so check that out as well. So that was kind of the Juneteenth song, and then the next song is Black Music Appreciation Month or African American Appreciation Month. And for that, I'm going to appreciate one of my favorite Black artists, Vance Gilbert.
Last night I had a dream, and I dreamt about my love, and my love was a high rise, and the high rise was on fire. fire, and as the flames were licking higher, saying, do you jump or burn? As if it were to matter, either way, this is forever. And I love you just like thunder, love you like Christmas morning, and I want you to hold me like I'm going off to war. And I need you like fresh water, I need you like Scotch whiskey needs a man who is addicted. Oh, I love you just like thunder.
I'm blanking on the next verse. I don't have the words for this one because I thought I knew it so well. Is it? Somebody type the next line. It's on the screen. I just can't see it. It's too small. Vance is the Monday night guy. Yes, he's the Monday night guy. And it brought me to an altar where the despots are forgiven and the charlatans come clean, and it took my very soul. And in the outrage and the mercy came the simple observation that loving you forever is easier than breathing. Oh, I love you just like thunder, love you like Christmas morning, and I want you to hold me like I'm going off to war. And I need you like fresh water, I need you like Scotch whiskey needs a man who is addicted. I love you just like thunder. As time goes rushing by, I think I skipped one. Oh my gosh, this is killing me because it's here. Oh wait, and okay, I'm right. Okay, I was right. As time goes rushing by, just like water from the ocean, and my body grows diseased and my mind is sure to follow. Would you look into these eyes and recall a finer time for both of us? Because I love you just like thunder, I love you like Christmas morning, and I want you to hold me like I'm going off to war. And I need you like fresh water, I need you like Scotch whiskey needs a man who is addicted. Oh, I love you just like thunder. Okay, I pretty much murdered that, but it's such a beautiful song, and I don't know, it's more Joni. I don't. Vance tells a story of how he wrote the song. He was determined to write a song with words that didn't rhyme, and this is just a higher level of poetry in my mind. Those lyrics, I know, Julianne, the lyrics are just incredible. It's not meant to rhyme, and somehow it all just flows together, and that's when you know, like, wow, this poetry is just, it's stellar. It just really is stunning and amazing. Okay, so what did I play? Oh, so this should be the theme of the night, really. This is the Pride area, and I'll do some of my Pride songs as well, but I don't know what I did with my screen, but oh no, I totally lost it now. Okay, there it is. This is a song by Sarah Bareilles, written with Jack Antonoff. Yes, and yes, Vance is a true wordsmith. It's such a beautiful song, and I'll do it again in the coming weeks or the coming month, and I'll do it better. It's one of those songs where I thought I knew it. This is the bad thing, when I think I know a song, and then I go to perform it, and I'm like, oops. So here's another one that I don't even know what key I'm doing it in. I love this song. It's like it would be like if what was that show called? There was a show Callista Flockhart was in it. It was back in the 80s, I think, and she had like theme songs all the time. This would be my theme song if I had a choice. Freudian slip. Yes, Dr. Toll. Yes, it was. You know, my bass teacher in college, I studied double bass, classical music in college, and I studied with a bass player from the Philadelphia Orchestra, Henry Scott, and he was also, had a degree in psychoanalysis. So I knew nothing when I went to college about Freud or anything else, but I learned quickly. I learned quickly because, like, yeah, I had to understand what was going on there. Here, let's try this.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody else's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way that words do when they settle neath your skin. Kept on the inside and no sunlight, sometimes a shadow wins. But I'd wonder what would happen if you say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave with what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. Just want to see you. I just want to see you. Just want to see you. Just want to see you be brave. Everybody's been there. Everybody's been stared down by the enemy, fallen for fear and done to disappear and bowed down to the mighty. Don't run. Stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of this cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how big your brave is. Say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave with what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. Innocence, your history of silence won't do any good. Did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell them the truth? Say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave with what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave with what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. I want to see you. I just want to see you. Just want to see you. I want to see you be brave. I love that song. I love that song. Sarah Bareilles. I'm not ending the show, but I like to use this slide to just tell you the next show is in July. I do miss doing this more often, I have to tell you. July 17th, I think it says. I think that's Barry Manilow's birthday. It's also Yellow Pig Day, and I really forget what Yellow Pig Day is, but it's a thing. Stone Salt Picnic. Oh my gosh. I've done a cover of that probably on Every Wednesday But One. I've done that. I need to look that up because I just love Sarah Bareilles. I think she's absolutely amazing. And I'm going to do another cover. I just want to talk about Pride just a little bit. And my best friend is probably not watching this, so I'm going to tell the story and not name any names. So my best friend I grew up with, really close, lived across the street. Purple Pig Day, but lighter. Now I don't even know what Purple Pig Day is, so I'm going to have to look that up too. So my friend, we grew up in Kensington. We pretended we were rich. I think I talked about this before. We would go down to Society Hill in Philadelphia, which is where like the wealthy people live, and we'd go to the Ritz movie theater and watch foreign films. And it's where I first experienced Altoids. And
because they were the only place that sold them, the Ritz movie theater down at 2nd and Walnut. And we'd eat in nice restaurants, and it was just our thing. And it was our escape. So any kind of money we made, me being an organist at a church and whatever he did, that's where we'd spend it, like on our weekends, seeing movies and things like that. But anyway, so one day, this is like kind of during college or after college, we met for lunch. And I could write a song about that. Yeah, I should. So we sat down and we started eating lunch, and we gave our order, and we're sitting there, and he said, I need to tell you something, and you may not want to be my friend after I tell you. And honestly, I was sitting there thinking, did he hurt someone? Did he murder somebody? Like, I couldn't even imagine under what circumstances it would be that I wouldn't be his friend. And that is when he told me he was gay. And honestly, it was like, I love him. It's like, and the fact that he was afraid to tell even me it just blew my mind, and it made me understand just how difficult it is to be in a situation where you cannot be yourself and you cannot express yourself the way you want to. And you have so much fear that even the people that are absolutely closest to you, your family and your closest friends and the people that know you best, you are still afraid. And with reason. And, I never would want anyone to feel that way. And I hear about people that are offended by rainbow flags. And I'm just thinking, really, are you that fragile that you're offended by a rainbow flag? Like, to me, I just think that people just need to, it's that whole idea of put your own house in order, like put your own house in order and pay attention to what you need to do with your life. And, like, why do you care? Like, why do you even care? And to me, that's kind of been, it's hard for me to see that this still exists. Like, it's hard for me to see that there are still people that don't get it. And, don't get it that, there was one story that really hit it home. I think Rich might have told me the story, but it was a story of, someone saying about their son that they were upset that they were gay. And he's like, why can't he just act straight? And someone said, well, what if it was the other way around? Like, what if you had to just act gay? Like, could you do it? Like, could you do that? So it's something that's really important to me. I know, I don't know that pain, but I feel empathy for it. And I thank you, T. Thank you for my rocker. But it has to be said. And it's, to me, we're going to do some of those songs when Rich returns. So I'm going to do another cover, actually. It's a cover. So in Philadelphia, we have a great songwriting group called PASA, Philadelphia Area Songwriting Association. All right, Rich is playing my show on his phone 5 feet away from me. It's a little distracting. I'm almost ready for you, by the way. I'm almost ready.
That's why I ran home.
So we do a cover me party, and we did this a couple weeks ago, and we each cover each other's songs, and it's just the most amazing alliance. Thank you, Rob. Philadelphia Area Songwriting Alliance. Thank you. Oh God, my mind is blown. I did at work today. I was on a panel for ADHD, talking about ADHD and how it affects things, and how it affects your work world and your world in general. And it was very interesting, but yeah, it's something I deal with. So we do this thing called Cover Me Party. We do this thing called Cover Me Party, where we each cover our songs, and 3 people cover my song. Joey McGowan, who is often on this chat, did the most obscure of my songs, the first song I ever wrote called Naturally Gifted that I did one time on the show, and I almost like kind of regretted it, but it was so sweet that he sang the song and he changed some of the words, and it just like, it was so sweet. I just loved it. And my friend Liz Miller covered Top of the First Wheel, and sometime I'm going to have her on and have her play that because, wow, I wish I could play it the way she played it. It was just gorgeous. And sing it, it was just wonderful. And then Brian and Mary, they have a name of their band. Oh, hey, Joey, you're here. I'm so grateful for that. It was just so sweet. So wonderful to hear that song, even though it's like, it's not a song I'm totally proud of, but still, it was just special, and it meant a lot to me that you would pick my most obscure song that like no one knows. And Brian and Mary, who are in a band, are in a group, well, they call themselves, they're a duo. They have a name. I don't know what it is. I'm blanking. But they did, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? I have like no memory today. You Don't Look My Way, which that was a lot of fun. It was like a little duet kind of thing, which made it very interesting. But I covered my friend Liz Miller and this song.
Maybe your heart will stop beating. Maybe you won't catch your breath. Maybe disease will waste you till there's nothing left. Hair dryer could fall in your bathtub. Maybe you eat something wrong. Maybe a drunken driver's gonna hit you straight on. Nobody knows how it gonna goes, but what, where, and how of it. But if I could have wished for this, I hope you die in your sleep at 103, sailing into your favorite dream. And since I couldn't bear a world without you, I hope that I die in my sleep at 102. Whoa, whoa. Maybe you'll fall off a cruise ship. Maybe your plane will go down. I know this stuff is so uncomfortable to talk about. I know you don't believe in heaven, but you know I do. If one of us is wrong, I really hope it's you. I don't wanna believe that we could end. I hope you die in your sleep at 103, sailing into your favorite dream. And since I couldn't bear a world without you, I hope that I die in my sleep at 102. Oh, oh.
It's called Die in Your Sleep by Liz Miller. Love her music. She's one to watch. She is amazing. Rich, are you around? Okay, I think it's time to do some things together. We're going to do a couple more songs. I know I'm going longer. Huh? You put a hat on and no one can see your beautiful haircut you got today.
I also realized hats are not going to work with headphones.
Ah, so they can see your beautiful haircut. I love when he gets his haircut. Oh, let me do this so you can see him. You gonna put your light on?
Yes, but that's like the third thing.
Okay, while he's setting up. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Thank you. Yeah, that is a great song. I love it, the whole sentiment. And Amanda Lynn, I saw your comment. There is a light that never goes out. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know that song. The tea of the evening is throat coat. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready, but I want to say something. I couldn't find it in the chat earlier, but I want everybody to know that Boy on a Train is a Vance song. I think somebody wrote that it was Lisa's song.
Yes, that's kind of like an ongoing joke that when Vance sings it on a show, they all say, "Oh, he's covering Lisa's song."
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, the Smiths double-decker bus song. I have to look that up. So, long shot.
Okay.
This is my song about Ruth from Ozark. If you've ever seen the show Ozark, she's a rough and tumble person, and I really related to her. So I hope you can see Rich back there. For some reason, my cameras, my things. Okay, you can. Okay, good. So, ready?
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Snitches get stitches and don't ever run. When you're under the gun, never pull its trigger. Not your family ties, tie them into a bow. If they tell what they know, tie them up with a rigger. Long shot, straight to the bow. Don't you look now, but the bridge is burning. You've got shoes made of cement. I've got no sentiment. You won't be returning now. I am not afraid of being alone. I've got a rugged backbone, and you'll never own it. Look what we have here. It's truth that's top shelf. Take it down, check yourself. Maybe you can own it. A long shot, straight to the bow. Don't you look now, but the bridge is burning. Truth is all relative. Facts through a sieve made of every sacred cow. Come a little closer, I'll tell you my vice. It's that I am not nice, but I am not charmless. Do you like the thrill of taking a chance in the flood's romance? I won't hold you harmless. I'm a long shot, straight to the bow. Don't you look now, but the bridge is burning. If you've got fire in your heart, I'm only one little spark. You should be more discerning now. I live a simple life. I live by the code. I take what I'm owed and I give what's due ya. Cross the moving line, I'm untouchable. I'm dysfunctional, but baby, what's it to ya? I'm a long shot, straight to the bow. Don't you look now, but the bridge is burning. If you've got nothing to hide, don't be so petrified. Cross the bridge that's burning down. That is Long Shot. That is recently recorded. It's so fun. It's such a fun with the band kind of thing. What else are we going to play? We're going to play some Pride songs. Don't Blame Me.
Oh, okay.
Don't Blame Me, my Jolene reply song. Thank you for the love. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's me, Jolene, who takes the blame. I hear you lording my name every single time you get the chance. You declare that I'm the one who came along and spoiled your fun. You're just using me for your snake dance. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest woman they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man wants me. That song you sing is such a fraud. You spin your tail like Scheherazade, as if your living or dying depends on me. Imagining put me through hell. The truth is stranger than the story you tell. Listen up, the truth will set you free. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest woman they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man wants me. Your man is not the one for me. But if he wants another, cut him loose, set him free. I see the sadness in your eyes, yeah, that's a look I recognize. When a situation's finally seen, and if you didn't think I'd done you wrong, I bet we would get along. We have more in common than it seems. Don't blame me. Some say you're the finest woman they've ever seen. I don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man wants me. Your man is not the one for me. But if he wants another, cut him loose, set him free. But don't blame me. I'd say you're the finest woman I've ever seen. And I don't want to compete with you. Don't want to compete with you. I don't want your man, I want you. That is Don't Blame Me, Jolene's reply, which happens to be on the Jellyfish on the Moon album. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, cousin Diana D, as you're known to me. So now, still you choose love.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love the colored hearts. That's beautiful. Rainbow hearts. I can see your hands are tied. You want to hold the hand of your beautiful bride, but it's not safe, you need to hide. You get glances when you take outside chances, and still you choose love, even though you're in danger of the moment you lost. Having to act like a stranger in your own land. Coming in now for a kiss. You have to look around, sure that nothing's amiss. There's no one you want to offend. Least of all,
a relative or a friend, and still you choose love, even though you're in danger. All the moments you've lost, having to act like you're strangers in your own land. Love is rare and hard to find. It moves the heavens and the earth and the stars to all align. You give up everything, you make it through, only for someone to say it's not for you. But love is love, is love, is love, is love, is love, is love, is love. When will love be free for everyone? When will it be safe to hold hands and kiss in the sun? Imagine your origin, your race, your creed, your color, your religion, and still you choose love, even though you're in danger. All the moments you lost, having to act like you're strangers in your own land. Love is rare and hard to find. It rules the heavens and the earth and the stars to all align. You give up everything, you make it through, only for someone to say it's not for you. But love is love, 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 is love.
Thank you so much. You're getting all kinds of compliments in the chat. Yes. Thank you, Rich. Rich DeAngelis.
A new microphone setup.
And a new microphone setup. Rich is really good at sound and things like that. He knows his stuff. I know nothing.
Also changing the lights every time.
Oh, you're changing the lights on different songs too.
Yeah.
I think we're going to end it there. The DeAngelis duo, yes, that's us. I think they're going to end it there, and I think I probably will get these shows go till like 9 o'clock. Since we're doing the interviews and they take up a bit of time, and I want them to because wow, it's just fascinating. Phil was just such a gift to have on the show. I'm glad whoever thought of it put it in the chat. It might have been Andy S. I don't know. One of you said you should have Phil on next, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then when I started planning it, I was like, oh my gosh, what a great featured guest. So thank you, Phil. Thank you, Mandolin. Yeah, check his music out. Check out Liz Miller if you haven't heard of her. She's amazing. She has a couple albums out. She works in the same studio and has the same producer I do. And yes, it was Andy S. Great suggestion, Andy S. Well done. Miss you too. I wish I could do this more often, but I think this is the way for now. Oh, and I have a local show at the Falzer Club, July 11th. Yes, July 11th, Thursday evening at 7-ish. So if you're local, check it out. The Falzer Club is a really cool venue. I love it. It's very fun. The sound's great there. Thank you so much. Thank you for all these nice comments. That's just, my heart. We got a lot of nice comments, Rich. Lovey, as I call him. Let's all go to the Falzer Club, July 11th, 7-ish. All right, I love you all. Thank you so much for being present for me and being here. It was just, you all are a gift, honestly. I'm just love that you like to hear my music and the music of my fellow musicians on your calendar. Oh, good. Wish I could. I wish you could too, Eddie. Someday.
Break open the jellyfish beer.
Yeah, we're gonna break open the Jellyfish Nebula beer. Wish we had some actually. Love to you all. Take care, everybody. Say bye.
Bye. to get in there
Oops.
before you say.